Ladies and gentlemen, brothers and sisters, friends and comrades, karibu karibu. Sorry, as usual, my microphone has to act up as usual. It's becoming a behavior. But anyway, ladies and gentlemen, brothers and sisters, friends and comrades, I hope you're doing well wherever you are. This is Kenya Revolutionary, your political dietitian, your daily political dietitian. I'll be here for a brief moment, probably an hour max, or maybe more, I don't know, but probably an hour max. Just to update or talk about the happenings around Kenyan politics. As you know, tomorrow we're anticipating a huge mandamano. It is Occupy JKIA. In fact, there's reports, video recordings, where motorists spotted a bunch of security forces heading towards JKIA. As you know, JKIA is International Airport, and the Gen Z's movement have decided that, hey, that's the place that we want to occupy this time. We have to keep on putting pressure on Ruto. So welcome, everybody. Welcome. Karibuni sana. First of all, we have to take care of business. The first order of business, as you know, if you don't know by now, is to like the video. And if you haven't liked it, like it. And if you haven't subscribed, go ahead and subscribe, okay? Be active. Be part of the conversation. Please, I impugn you to do so. It helps with the algorithm, and also it helps get the video out there due to the algorithm, so it can circulate and more people can see it and more people can get engaged in this kind of discussions, okay? The more views we get from people, the more interaction we have with more people, the healthier we can have, a national discussion, so to speak. This is not a national therapy that the Azimio folks were trying to tell us, but this is a platform where we can always share ideas on how we can better our country, okay? Regardless of where you come from, who you are, what political persuasion, philosophy, whatever. Karibu sana, okay? Let's get to it. All right. So yesterday, as you know, we discussed this, but I will just go over it real quick. Ruto. Macy M, let me just recognize Macy M. Let me just say Macy M is here with us. Thank you so much for joining. Like and share, comment, subscribe, and all that good stuff. Kama kawaida. All right. As you know, yesterday, Ruto was in Bomet, and he told the Gen Zs, well, at least he announced on top of his car, and he make the proclamation, announced, whatever the case is, you want to say it. He said that enough is enough. He's had enough of this Gen Z protest. In his view, there's a bunch of anarchists who are destroying property, destroying businesses, and, destroying people's livelihoods and causing chaos, basically. That's how he kind of depicted Gen Zs. So he said enough is enough. And so we can't wait to see what's going to happen tomorrow, because this is getting serious. We are expecting it to get bloody, because Ruto seems to have taken that stand that, hey, I will deal with Gen Zs. Enough is enough, according to him. To me, as I said, it's a show of weakness. Karibu sana Samuel Mutitu. Karibu sana Magero Oscar. Hi. Yes, karibu sana. Like the video, ladies and gentlemen. Don't forget that, like I say, liking the video will help it go to the algorithm so more people can see it, more people can join in, more people can discuss this topic, okay? And subscribe. Just don't sit on the back and watch. Subscribe to the channel, okay? All right. Well, here's the thing. I'll play a video real quick by Miguna. He just released a short video on his channel just to see. I know a lot of people are saying that, Miguna is kind of becoming the center stage of this movement, that him along with Justice, what's his face? The former Chief Justice, I forgot his name, Mutunga. Yeah, Mutunga. They kind of have this radical call for this mandamanos. And it's not sitting well with some of the people, especially the folks that are aligned with the president and the folks that are aligned with the ODM faction of the party that are looking forward to be in the cabinet. Hopefully, Ruto will tell us what's the second 11 this week. Karibu sana. Petronila Nafula. Hello. Karibu. Like, subscribe, share, comment, all that good stuff. Karibuni sana. I'm so glad to see you guys, especially faces that have people that I haven't seen him before. So karibuni sana. like the video and subscribe. Okay. So yeah, so there are people Ruto was warning and telling us that the people who are behind, he was calling out the people who are behind this Gen Z movement, saying that stop pretending that you're partyless, tribeless, faceless, whatever less. Show your faces. That was he said. Kinzel, karibu sana. Nice seeing you. Nice seeing you. Like, share, comment, all the good stuff. Subscribe. Yes. So salute to you, brother. Lydia, I see you. Haven't seen you for a while. Lydia Captain. Oh, I'm so glad I see some familiar faces like Kinzel, Lydia. All right. Ruto must and will go. God with us. It is done. Hallelujah. Amen. Yes. So that's what's happening. But before we get to Canaan, so to speak, the political Canaan, we have to cross River Jordan. And we know there's sharks, alligators, and all that stuff in that river. So we hope we'll have a Moses who will split the sea so that we can go safely to the promised land. As I speak, let me start with this video by Miguna. He just dropped it fresh off the bacon. Fresh off the bacon. Fresh off the fresh off the oven. Oh my goodness. Ay, ay, ay. All right, let me play it real quick so we can get started. We can get what to say. I haven't even watched the video. I just saw it on his Nino, and I want to see what he's saying, because according to Miguna, he's encouraging the Gen Zs to go to keep on mandamanaring every day until Ruto leaves. Actually, Bangladesh, their president just flew off. If you guys remember the Bangladesh, something happened with the students and they hit the streets. They do not play. They are not playing. So what happened in Bangladesh? The students, the people went to the streets and they were mandamandering every day and every night. So you know how many days? And the president took up private jets and flew off the Nino. I think he left. He was like, all right, forget this. I'm done. These people are crazy. I'm out. So I think that's what Miguna was kind of encouraging the Gen Z. If we really want to get this guy out, that's what we need to do every day, every night, mpaka toke, because it's crippling not only the economy, but it's making it ungovernable for Ruto, because he's not listening. So, but it seems like Ruto is geared up, ready to shed blood. So let's get to this video. I've been talking about it for so long. Let's get to the video so we can start Oroba ya vipindi. All right, twende. Let me play it again. While I do this, do not forget to like. Do not forget to like. All right. Here is the video by Miguna. He just released it fresh off the oven just a few minutes ago, I think, or an hour ago, something like that. All right. Here it is.
Comrades, patriots, revolutionaries, this is the last call. The last call for Tuesday, and daily protest after that until William Ruto falls. William Ruto has threatened Kenyans. He has called them names. He has chest thumped and said that he's going to deal with the Gen Zs. And this is the last call for the Gen Zs and for all patriotic Kenyans to turn out in large numbers everywhere. Turn up everywhere. Turn up at the JKIA, turn up at the CBD in Nairobi, turn up in Parliament Square in Nairobi, turn out everywhere all over the country in huge numbers until William Ruto falls. Don't give him time to reboot. Don't give him time to rearm. Don't give him time to re-strategize. The time is now. We must remove William Ruto if we are going to be able to overhaul and preserve the country and have it prosperous. Organize, mobilize, let's head out from tomorrow onwards, daily until he falls. Viva!
All right, there you go. I will just one more time, just for those people who are joining to see what he's talking about.
Patriots, revolutionaries, this is the last call. The last call for Tuesday, and daily protest after that until William Ruto falls. William Ruto has threatened Kenyans. He has called them names. He has chest thumped and said that he's going to deal with the Gen Zs. And this is the last call for the Gen Zs and for all patriotic Kenyans to turn out in large numbers everywhere. Turn up everywhere. Turn up at the JKIA, turn up at the CBD in Nairobi, turn up in Parliament Square in Nairobi, turn out everywhere all over the country in huge numbers until William Ruto falls. Don't give him time to reboot. Don't give him time to rearm. Don't give him time to re-strategize. The time is now. We must remove William Ruto if we are going to be able to overhaul and preserve the country and have it prosperous. Organize, mobilize, let's head out from tomorrow onwards, daily, until he falls. Viva.
Sorry guys, that video was shot in a very low volume, kind of. Sorry. Thanks, Messi, for letting me know about the low volume. I literally put my volume to the highest I can, I could. I hope you guys kind of got the message. Did you kind of hear it, or do I need to play it one more time, just for the benefit of those who are joining? Karibuni sana for those of you who are joining. Anyway, I'll just paraphrase what he was saying. He's basically saying that let's mobilize. This is the last call before the Tuesday maandamano. So he's calling for people to meet up in at JKIA, CBD, and let me just one more time. At least 20 million Kenyans should join the Gen Z. Yes, Bernard Kiroi, 20 million. Yes, that will be a good number. Let me just let me adjust my volume, then play it one more time, just for the sake of those who did not hear it. Are you guys ready? All right, here it is, one more time.
Comrades, patriots, revolutionaries, this is the last call. The last call for Tuesday, and daily protests after that until William Ruto falls. William Ruto has threatened Kenyans. He has called them names. He has chest thumped and said that he's going to deal with the Gen Zs. And this is the last call for the Gen Zs and for all patriotic Kenyans to turn out in large numbers everywhere. Turn up everywhere. Turn up at the JKIA, turn up at the CBD in Nairobi, turn up in Parliament Square in Nairobi, turn out everywhere all over the country in huge numbers until William Ruto falls. Don't give him time to reboot. Don't give him time to rearm. Don't give him time to re-strategize. The time is now. We must remove William Ruto if we are going to be able to overhaul and preserve the country and have it prosperous. Organize, mobilize, let's head out from tomorrow onwards, daily, until he falls. Viva.
Viva. Okay, so he's calling for mobilization of everyone to go out there in JKIA, Nairobi CBD, Parliament Building, everywhere. And it shouldn't be just in Nairobi, it should be countrywide. Karibu sana, I see Bernard Koroi. Karibu. Bernard Koroi say at least 20 million Kenyans should join the Gen Z. Absolutely, I'm for that. Benjamin Okile, karibu sana. Like and share the video, ladies and gentlemen, brothers and sisters. So basically, Miguna is advocating for the same thing that Bangladesh did, which was non-stop protestations every day, morning, night, every morning, usiku, karibu, afternoon, all the time, 24/7, until the president in Bangladesh actually fled out of the country. So he's calling for something similar to that. Now, I saw there was an exchange with people who still support this president. Esther Passaris, of all people, are we surprised? She was she had an exchange with Makoure, or whatever his name is, this young dude that has been making his name since this protest have started. It was hilarious. It was I mean, Makoure, whatever his name is, was having lunch. Was having Esther Passaris for lunch, intellectually speaking. That is. I will play a little bit of that so we can get a glimpse of this exchange, because I think it was very funny. It was entertaining. It was entertaining. Nice. I mean, it was nice. It was just something. Here it is, real quick. This is what's happening, ladies and gentlemen, as we anticipate tomorrow's Mandamano, because Gen Z, they sound like this is it. They are going for it. I don't know if they're going to State House. I don't know.
You cannot ask me what next.
Even as we wind up in a minute, kindly, what next for Kenya?
You cannot ask me what next if I do not have a now. You cannot ask me what next in terms of employment if I'm unemployed. What we are saying is we are inviting the entire nation to rethink what a future looks like. The reason why we are here is because our forefathers had their chance to say, this is the future we want. In a country whose median age is 19.5 to 20, just like this party, it is imperative on us to figure out our now. We cannot jump into what next if we do not have a now. We do not have a current existence. We are being brutalized, and we have to make it absolutely clear that we cannot figure out what next before the people who have plundered and looted our future are behind bars. We cannot have a what next if we are still being killed extrajudicially. We cannot have a what next when we are the voice of reason that the president has with the youth is kidnappings, shootings, and them showing up in swamps there. We cannot have a what next when consistently the political class will wait for us to clamor for change and have them hijack our movement. We cannot have a what next if we do not have a now. That is what we want people to understand.
This was something. I didn't watch the whole thing, but I just watched the snippets. Here's another one. I'm telling you, this was like
the Gen Zs saying it cannot continue this way.
But we've directed the same message to him that it cannot continue this way.
So who blinks first?
What do you mean who blinks first? There's nobody blinking first, because this is our country that we're trying to fix. The parliamentarians have shown us that they are incapable of doing this. That's why we are on the streets. The executive has captured the legislature, and the legislative arm of government has consistently shown us that it will be in bed with whoever the highest dealer is. Because these scandals that we are unearthing should have been unearthed by parliamentarians. We are finding these things out on our own as active citizens.
Who are those on the space with the president the other day?
What do you mean?
He says he came to the space.
And that's the other thing which I wanted to set straight. Yeah. The president has no business being on an X space that is ours. We did not invite the president to an X space.
On X.
What we said was, stop killing us, stop brutalizing us, stop arresting us, tell us where the abductees were taken. We wanted action, and he decided to be in cahoots, and that's why that damned space has caused so much division, because it gives him confidence to think that we were afraid. We were not afraid. We boycotted the space because he was not acting. At the time, the only thing this government has been doing, tumetenga, tumepanga, na tunasema, and it is obsessed with the building of churches instead of building hospitals and schools.
Oh. Esther Passaris was looking stupid. Like, for real. This guy really destroyed Passaris in not so many words. I mean, here's another one. I'm not done with it. This is like, I think it's
Gen Zs for the next 1 month. It's basically to paralyze the economy of. I think,
will this work for Ruto?
Yes. The thing is, I really, when I saw the next program for the Gen Zs for the next 1 month, it's basically to paralyze the economy of Kenya. And if you paralyze the economy of Kenya, the unemployment of 67 will go to 70.
That has been the
All right?
program of the political class
no.
ever since independence.
I
They
really
don't paralyze it. They look after their
They
interests.
loot
So,
it.
paralyze for everyone
hold on.
else.
Proceed.
I believe that, the thing is, it's easy to criticize from the outside. The inside structures that Ruto has inherited, for instance, I get where Baba's coming from, but I also get where Ruto's
But we
coming
actually-
from. When you look at NHIF, NHIF has a lot of structural issues. All right, so he thought,
That's
let me
not
do it
true.
with, let me correct it with
Let's
SHIF.
not
But the
to
thing
the
is,
tone
I
of the
believe,
president, to the Gen Zs.
no, the tone of the president right now is, listen, I've got a country to run. All right, and I've got people to serve. And don't forget, the president is serving over 55 million people. All right, even the woman who's pregnant, that child is the president's responsibility.
Without
the other day,
vaccines?
when you paralyzed, vaccines have come back. Listen, do me a favor. We had a situation, and this is a situation, I've told you, that there are times
Don't
you make
lecture your
promises.
constituents.
No, there are times that when I'm not lecturing him. And at the end of
That's
the
totally
day,
fine.
the fact is, we have to have a conversation. We're going to have a conversation.
That's what we're doing.
No,
I'm
the
also
thing
having a
is-
conversation.
The thing is,
Esther Passaris is a special breed, and I don't mean that as a compliment. She was the Gen Z's Ore and the other lady was telling her that hey, listen, don't tell us about we economically sabotaging this government. We don't have jobs anyway, so what does it matter? Like we are basically doing this because Ruto is not listening. He's not doing the right thing. Then Esther Pasari goes and says, the president has a country to run. That's her argument. The president has he has a country to run. Which country does he have? Are we living in the same country? The only thing he's running his mouth. And if he's running the country, he's running it to the ground. Esther Passaris, I don't know how this lady is anywhere near being a representative of any kind. This is no. This is just no. No. Esther Passaris, please. Tafadhali, spare us. Anyway, here's what's happened in the what is Kinzal saying? Kinzal is saying she was just yelling, but nothing substantial. Absolutely. She just Esther Passaris wants to be what is it? I'm not going to use that socialite bimbo, whatever, like Miguna said. She wants to be what do you call these people who Instagram model, but unfortunately, anyway, she's all about what is it called? Cloud chasing. She's not somebody who is serious about fixing this country. So, right, Macy's saying she's a political wanderer. Yeah, she's wondering because she's not serious about serving the people of Kenya. She's about herself, her image, being on the media, just cloud chasing. That's all she is. She's not serious. Like when the thing in Embakasi, when there was an explosion in Embakasi, what did she? The first thing she did, she started making a video when she's on an airplane saying, "Oh, I just had to stop in my meeting in Mombasa. I'm flying back to Embakasi to respond to whatever the people there were." Right. Damaris Jack, karibu sana. Ladies and gentlemen, brothers and sisters, don't forget to subscribe to this channel and like it. Karibu sana. I see some new faces. I'm so happy about that. Damaris, karibu sana. That's yes. So like I said, Esther Passaris is like somebody said here, Kenzal said, there's nothing substantive or substantial that she has to offer as far as in their discussion towards how we can better our country. She's just a party hopper who wants to see her name on the headlines or be on the media. So she can take a look at herself and feel like, okay, I'm somebody important because I'm on TV, something like that. But she's not serious as far as her response was like, the president has a country to run. I mean, right there is when I would have But anyway, let me not get worked up over this. Here's how Bangladesh thing. It's so happening. Like, there's some countries. A lot of countries are going through what we are going through. The Gen Zs or whatever you want to call them. They are really being active as far as trying to make their government work for them, and I think it's a good thing. Karibu sana, Renee Black. Good afternoon, Karibu and chat. Good afternoon to you too. Yes, here's what happened in Bangladesh. We can go through it just a little bit. Just this is what they did, which I think this is what the same thing that Miguna is calling for. So we can, have something similar to this. Here is what happened to Bangladesh, ladies and gentlemen, brothers and sisters. It's a 17th second. Anyway, you get the point. You get the point, ladies and gentlemen, brothers and sisters. Yes. So this is what's happening in Kenya right now. And also, there have been, somebody shot a video of some security forces heading to JKIA. It seems like it's going down tomorrow, ladies and gentlemen. I don't know. Tomorrow I have to come in early. Tomorrow I'll be having, I don't know, I have to be here early to see what's going on because it seems like it's going down. Eric Omondi is joining us. Hello, guys. Enough is enough. Eric Omondi, I don't know if you're saying enough is enough of Mandamano or enough is enough with Ruto. So, but either way, karibu sana. Subscribe, like, share, comment, do all the good stuff, okay? Karibu sana, karibu sana. Yes. Mambo ni kesho. Kesho, it's Mandamano day. No turning back. Ruto must go home. He must go. He must go. There is nothing or nothing or nothing. Church leaders plead with parliament to reject part of Ruto's cabinet nominees. By the way, today, let me just play this. The church. Hold on, guys. A lot of people are not happy with the nominees, and also Lawrence Achami, karibu sana. The regime must fall. Yes, I agree with you. The regime must fall. Ruto cannot continue. He has to respect the will of the people. Yes, he has to. Even church leaders were saying these nominations are not working. Now, I get the argument that somebody yesterday, somebody by the name of Salim joined me on studio yesterday, and he presented the same case story. I mean, same case that I've been making. That why is Gen Z still having this demands for Ruto to meet while they want him out? It's either they still give him demands or we go ahead and take him out. Karibu sana, Eric Omondi. Yes, I get it. Okay, I mean, Ruto must go. Absolutely. Justice Mutembe. Enough is enough. Ruto must go. Sawa. I agree with you. Karibu sana, Justice. Hey, make sure you subscribe and like, share, comment, and do all the good stuff. Kesho tunapatana. The Gen Zs have said enough is enough with Ruto. They are actually using Ruto's word on him, like Eric Omondi just did, saying enough is enough. Ruto must go. We are looking at Bangladesh. We saw what happens in Bangladesh. Bangladeshi young folks went out to the streets and they kept on going. They stayed in the streets day, afternoon, night, all 24/7, protesting day and night. And the president had to charter a private jet outside the country and left. So it seems like a victory to them. So I think that's what Miguna and many other Gen Zs are calling for. Miguna just said tomorrow, after tomorrow, we'll be going every day until Ruto leaves. Ruto, on the other hand, responding by sending police forces or whatever the case is I suspect he might even use the army tomorrow. He might bring in the armed forces. Well, it has to pass to the parliament, but we'll see. We'll see if that's what he's going to bring. It's going to be. I don't know.
There she goes, blessing me with visual.
That's the army going to JKIA. So it's going down. So as you can see, already the security forces, police are on their way to JKIA. Nice seeing you, Ingrid. Nice seeing you again. It's been a while. Yes, Kinzel is telling us, I met a number of Gen Zs along outer ring with white handkerchief and whistles marching towards the airport around 5:30 p.m. already. Wow. Okay. So it's already popping. Okay. They're not playing. All right. Ingrid is telling me, allegedly, Ruto is the most educated president we have ever had. So what happened to bowing out gracefully? I think he has a huge ego. And to him, bowing out gracefully is like humiliation to him. I mean, if he was reasonable, to me, if I was him, I would be like, you know what? Hey, you guys want me out? All right, I'll dissolve the parliament. Let's make arrangements for the next general election. And, everyone goes back home. At least people will respect him for that, even though, he hasn't really helped the country. But people will give him respect for responding and respecting the will of the majority of the people by bowing down gracefully, like Ingrid is telling us. But for him to take that intransigent posture, threatening people, saying enough is enough, we need to quell this anarchist and this econo terrorist, he's just making the situation worse. And tomorrow, I'm afraid, anyway, let me not say that because I don't want to discourage anyone. So let me not paint this, it's going to be bloody, it's going to be, because Gen Zs are peaceful protesters. Do not be fooled by anyone. These are not anarchists. These are not people who go out there and touch properties and, rob people. These are peaceful young men and women. So for them to be peaceful, I want to say that the police should not attack them for peacefully protesting, okay? Because that is their right. It says it's in the Constitution. You can picket peaceably, okay? So they shouldn't be, the police shouldn't mess with them. But as we know, Kenya, we have our ass backwards. So we have the police who will show up there and start tear gassing people for no reason. I mean, provocation by police officers, it's expected. But like I said, Ruto is looking for a bloody confrontation. Bloody confrontation. That's why he started by giving a speech naming or blaming or castigating these peaceful protesters as anarchists, okay? People who want to destroy the country. And he's pretending, enough is enough. No. Enough is enough of you, Ruto. We have had enough of you. Let's listen to the church leaders who are still telling us about the nominees, saying we should reject the nominees that were nominated by the president. I'll give my view. I'll give my view on that. Just let me play this fast. Then we can get there. Here it is about
Parliament and President William Ruto from leaders and clergymen in regards to the vetting of nominated cabinet members and the naming of the remaining nominees. Clergymen warned members of Parliament against approving cabinet nominees rejected by Kenyans. This even as Deputy President Rigathi Gachagua continued to appeal to the Gen Zs to end the protests. Our political affairs reporter Melita Letenges reports.
Days after President William Ruto nominated 11 individuals to make up his new cabinet after dissolving 21 members of his cabinet and the Attorney General, Kenyans, including members of the clergy, continue to express their disquiet.
If you see this stone, this one is dressed, functioned for a particular work. This is a dressed stone. It has been worked on. You are working on a cabinet, bring a dressed stone so that it can function in its position. It is designed for a particular function. This one is still in the quarry. It is not dressed. Sasa ukituletea akakuya na hajadresiwa, itakuwa shida.
As the process of vetting the nominees by members of parliament get underway in the coming days, Kenyans want a proper scrutiny of the nominees. The banter between the deputy president and the clergy carries a deeper meaning away from the church, as Gen Z ignore calls for dialogue with President William Ruto and threaten to return to the streets to express their displeasure with the nomination. However, the deputy president continued to plead with the Gen Zs to stand down.
Wakati huu tutulie, tusitoke huko, hii maneno yote inashughulikiwa polepole na hii Kenya yetu itakuja kukaa sawa sawa. Na kwa hivyo mimi ningetaka kumueleza, mnanijua vizuri. Mimi ni mtu ya kusema ukweli. Si mnajua hiyo? Niendelee kusema ukweli nisiseme?
Critics have termed the vetting process of cabinet secretaries as a charade, where parliament scratches the surface and does not delve on critical background check of individuals. Members of parliament say the rage in their constituencies is palpable.
Tuangalie hawa wananchi. Saa ingine ukisikia MCA, MP wanaogopa kwenda ground, sio kupenda kwao. Ni vile maneno iko, hii makasiriko iko ground, inatupeleka unaona mjifiche. Na mimi nawaomba, tafadhali, kama nimewakosea mimi msinikasirikie. Kama nimewakosea mimi msinikasirikie, na naomba tufanye kazi pamoja.
As the build-up to Tuesday protests gains traction on social media, the partial cabinet nominated by President William Ruto is at the heart of the discussion, with dissenting voices disapproving of the president's move. The tempest is raging after President William Ruto announced his cabinet nominees, some of whom were in the dissolved cabinet. Even as Deputy President Rigathi Gachagua ups the ante, insisting dialogue is the only way out. And with the opposition taking a step back, the question is, who will the government talk to? Melita Oletinges, Citizen TV, Nairobi.
All right. So there it is. You can see the church is also not happy with these nominations and all this, and people. And I'm telling you, tomorrow there's a huge anticipation on what is going to happen. Apparently, somebody just tweeted and showed a video that the maandamano has already started in some places. Here it is. Let me see if I can find it. Here it is. It has actually started. This is kind of interesting. So these Gen Zs didn't even wait till tomorrow. Some of them washanza saizi, they've started already. So let me just show you a snippet video. The maandamano has started, ladies and gentlemen. It has been inaugurated by a section of this Gen Zs. So here it is. This is happening in Taj Mall, I think. Is that what they call it? Maandamano meanza huku. Let's see if I can enlarge this one. Can you guys see? Oh crap! It's loading. But yeah, I think Kinzel also told me on the comment section that the maandamano has actually started. Here it is.
Alafu unasema utapiga watu nitapiga na. Hani watu
Oh, it has started.
Maandamano imeanza. Maandamano ya kesho imeanza. Maandamano imeanza. Maandamano imeanza. Alafu unasema utapiga watu nitapiga na. Maandamano imeanza. Maandamano ya kesho imeanza. Maandamano imeanza. Maandamano imeanza.
All right. So apparently Mandamano Mianza, the protests have started officially. They didn't wait till Tuesday. They have already started. Well, it's kind of evening back in Kenya right now. It's also right. It's kind of like 7, 8-ish kind of. Yeah. So apparently Mandamano has officially started, ladies and gentlemen, brothers and sisters, friends, enemies and comrades. It is officially. They have inaugurated the process of Mandamano. They are in the streets. They are not waiting. So it will be interesting to see what's going to happen at the JKIA and Nairobi CBD. And even there's talks that we might have around 2 people marching to the parliament. Apparently, Macy Hem is saying, Mapema and your best. Okay. Ruto is, I don't know, this guy will probably head to Uganda. Hey, well, he won't be safe in Uganda because apparently the Gen Zs in Uganda also are going to Maandamano tomorrow. And I'm telling you, these Africans are standing up. I'm so proud of everyone up there. Tumechoka na huu upuzi. Merigatinda karibu. Mapema ndio best. Yes, Messi. Yes, everyone is tired of these colonial puppets. It's time to remove all these colonial puppets. It's time for Africa to do what's best for Africa. No more these colonial puppets who loot and loot and loot and nothing to give the people of Africa. It's time for Africa to rise. So I am so proud of that. And speaking of this government, okay, Wetangula crawled off his cage or whatever he was being locked up in, and he's saying that Speaker of National Assembly Moses Wetangula. Let me just show you. I like showing people stuff and not even just saying things. Dolphin Masaba anatuambia, before I play the next video, say leo hakuna kulala, twende nalo guys, kufinish kumalo. Then he showed the swords. Ruto declares war between us and we shall see. Aya, aya, Dolphin anaona Kinzal. All right, but I see Joseph Gashu from Nax. Niko ndani tunaanguka nayo. Hey. I see people are hyped up about this Tuesday. You know, there was this, it was building up. Like the last week when this guy came out and brought in the likes of Aden Duale, Kindiki, and Wahome, and Chirchir. This exacerbated the situation. People were incensed by this because what was the point of firing them in the first place, then bring them back? At least, anyway, Ruto is not helping himself and it's going to get worse. And people are really peed off and they are already showing up. They are in the streets already. I showed you. They already started. Like Macy have just told me, Mapema ndio best. Dolphin Masaba is telling me, there's no sleeping tonight. Let's get it done. Let's get started. Ruto. Meanwhile, Wetangula is still talking about, oh, we shall vet these people one more time. We shall go through this again. Blah, 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 blah. Let's listen to Wetangula. Let's give him his, 2 minutes. He's still talking about, to me, I think everyone is past all this nomination and anything that Ruto has to say. They want him out. I showed you a video yesterday in Bomet, which is one of Ruto's strongholds. They were screaming, Mwizi, Mwizi, Ruto must go. That's his background. People from his background, backyard, they are screaming Mwizi. I don't know. I don't know what Ruto. I don't know what he's waiting for. And national government. Let me just play you this guy. Wetangula. Let's listen to Wetangula, ladies and gentlemen. This is Gabriel Ogudo saying, breaking. Speaker of National Assembly Moses Wetangula announces that all the CS will be subject to fresh vetting, dealing a blow to Kindiki and Duale, who thought they will escape public scrutiny on the manner in which they handle Gen Z protests. They will not believe. By the way, the police also have issued a statement that has to regarding tomorrow's protest. Here is Wetangula, then I'll read you the police statement.
Yes, they can. If you read the law properly and the constitution, the persons who cannot occupy public offices are those who have been removed from office on account of violation of Chapter 6 provisions of the Constitution. These cabinet secretaries were simply dismissed. There was no allegation of any wrongdoing against them.
Wetangula, I showed here a video of Wahome beating up an IEBC agent. How can she pass Chapter 6? Not to mention the graft cases that were brought against David Chirchir. Okay, Duale. What do you mean they passed Chapter 6 or they can pass the?
They just went with everybody, so they can be given an opportunity to come back. And the history of this country will tell you that many people who are removed from office and went back to office.
See, it is things like this that makes the Gen Zs go to the streets and want to change the whole system, an overhaul of the whole 3 arms of government. It is because of such pronouncements. He's telling us with a straight face. Actually, not even with a straight face. This is the guy who was on tape smuggling gold on behalf of Raila Odinga and Uhuru Kenyatta. You remember the case when he they wanted to finesse that businessman from United Arab Emirates. He's the Speaker of the House, okay? And he's telling us about his fellow crooks who he says that they qualify, they can pass Chapter 6. For those of you who don't know Chapter 6 is an integrity issue. If you've been, accused or have been charged, involved in graft or beat up somebody, whatever, you cannot hold a public office. So that's what I'm referring to. And here he is, Mr. Gold Smuggler, is the Speaker of the House, and is preempting, pre-programming you, telling you basically those people will be probably voted in and approved to be cabinet ministers, because when they left, they just left. The president did not send them home because they had a problem with graft or whatever graft issues. But I'm saying Alice Wahome was caught on tape assaulting an IBC officer. Chirchir, we know when he was an energy minister, has been involved in graft, in corruption. We know that. But here he is. I'm done with this guy. This is a joke. This is a joke. But I want to read the statement by the police that they just released 49 minutes ago, almost an hour ago. They gave out a police statement about tomorrow's meeting. So let me read it very quickly. I think I have it somewhere here. As we could, guys, like the video and subscribe if you haven't subscribed. Please keep it up. I like it. Help me move this video to circulate in the area. Okay. All right. So this is the police statement that has just been released. This is about when was this? 58 minutes ago, like an hour ago. I don't know if you guys have heard about it. I don't know. Let me just read it really quick so we can find out what the police are actually saying about tomorrow. Remember, the court ruled that that was about yesterday. Going to Uhuru Park. They ruled that, people can go to Uhuru Park. They don't need their leader and all that stuff. Remember that. But this is a different one. Let's say what this police press issue they're saying, okay? This is from National Police Service Kenya, okay? Press release on legal compliance during public demonstrations on July 23rd, 2024. Office of the Inspector General, National Police Service, press release. Legal compliance during public demonstrations on July 23rd, 2024. The National Police Service reiterates its commitment to Article 37 and its mandate to ensure public safety and national security. In light of the demonstration planned for July 23rd, 2024, it is critical to firmly remind the public of the legal boundaries that govern access to protected areas. The Protected Areas Act Cap 204 laws of Kenya prevents the entry of an authorized person into areas which have been declared to be protected areas. Protected Areas Order, as clarified under its legal notice number 9 of 2011, second schedule, include LPG plant, the bitumen plant, and petroleum depots situated at the Embakasi Aviation Depot, JKIA. In addition, Kenya Civil Aviation Act number 21 of 2013 under section 58 on trespass provides that any person who trespasses on any land forming part of the government aerodrome or an aerodrome licensed under regulations made under the act commits an offense punishable by law. We urge all individuals participating in demonstrations to respect these legal provisions and refrain from attempting to enter or interfere with protected areas. The National Police Service is resolute in its commitment to uphold and enforce these laws. God bless you and God bless our country, Kenya. Signed by Douglas Kanja Kirocho, CBS OGW, AG Inspector General, National Police Service, July 22, 2024. So there you go. The police have issued a statement saying that, there are some protected areas in JKIA where if you trespass, you will be arrested. Basically, that's what they're saying. All right, let's see. Messi is telling us these boomers generation need to go or adjust to the current political wave sweeping the country. Solomon Mutwiri, I see you. Solomon, thank you so much for joining me. Fresh Face. Joseph Gashu, thank you so much for joining. Fresh Face. Please subscribe to the channel. Share, comment, subscribe, like the video so we can move this thing. Whatever. Yeah, thank you. But this is what I'm saying. So basically, they are telling you, the police are telling you that there are some restricted areas at JKIA, and they've named the names, the places where it's restricted, and they expect the protesters tomorrow to adhere to the law and not trespass in these areas. Okay, now it will be interesting to see what happens. Again, there seems to be an imminent confrontation between the police and the protesters. We'll see. I can't wait. I can't wait. This is going to be interesting because there are a couple of people who will go to JKIA. There are a couple of people who will go to Nairobi CBD. There are a couple of people who will probably are planning to go to the parliament again. So it will be, police has their work cut out for them. So it will be very, 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 very interesting to see how things transpire tomorrow. I'm telling you, this is a headache for this president. But it's his fault. He can't blame anyone. This is squarely on him. They asked nicely, but he's not. Anyway, as we just conclude here, James Orengo still stood against his party members. Like I said, on the political side of things, the Azimio as a whole are against meeting with the president. They're against dialogue. They're standing firm with Gen Z, with the exception of a few faction on the ODM part, okay, who are really attacking Kalonzo or attacking anyone who is standing with Gen Zs. So this is also interesting because everyone is showing their faces now. They're not Gen Zs, but I'm talking about where they stand, the people who are with the people and the people who are not with the people. Like I said, the faction of ODM that want this dialogue, that are happy with the idea of Raila Odinga meeting up with Ruto, they are fomenting this whole tribalist approach. In fact, there are some people who are saying that Gen Z is being funded by Uhuru Kenyatta. They're trying to make it now, oh, this is a Kikuyu movement or whatever, or this is a Luo movement. We are not going to have that. We are not going to entertain that. What is happening is laid bare for everyone to see. The country cannot function, cannot go forward with Ruto at the helm. Something has to give. It's either Ruto steps down or we are going to continue having a country that is ungovernable, which is the situation right now on the ground. The protests are on. We don't know if they'll continue every day or is it just going to be Tuesday. We'll wait and see. But things are getting hot by the minute. Very hot, especially for this government. Gen Zs are not playing around. They are very serious about this, and something has to change. Anyway, another news as we continue. I don't know if you guys saw this. Let me show you very quickly. It's about the alleged stolen money by Ruto, which kind of shocked me a little bit. Well, I wasn't shocked, but I'm just shocked by the amount of money that was stolen, so to speak. Now, here it is, ladies and gentlemen. I'm showing you on the screen. This is posted by the Global Intelligence, whoever that is. GIST and Rogan's 7 ultimate red flags, assets and funds totaling US $497,480,000 in foreign accounts of Kenyan President William Ruto and shell companies registered under his kin, siphoned from e-Citizen, health insurance, housing levy, and power deals. UK at GCHQ, US at NSA Gov, and SEC Gov. Are you with me, ladies and gentlemen? Do you get the point? Kevin, I see you. Thank you very much for joining us. Please like the video, share, subscribe, and all that good stuff. Kevin Olela is saying, Wakenya, why kila siku maandamano, kwani msikae mkayamaliza jam kila barabarani? Oh, there's jam in the barabarani. You can't tell people what to do. Kama wamechoka na rais wao, basi watafanya vile wanataka. So, ladies and gentlemen, like I said, I'll read you this one more time so you can get it. This organization called Global Intelligence, they are claiming that the GIST and Rogan's 7 ultimate red flags, assets and funds totaling $497,480,000. Okay, this is what, $500 million? It's almost $500 million US dollars in foreign accounts of Kenyan President William Ruto and shell companies registered under his kin, siphoned from e-Citizen, health insurance, housing levy, and power deals. Then UK at GCHQ, US at NSA Gov, and SEC Gov. So the Global Intelligence is saying that Ruto has stolen $497,480,000, which is $500 million US dollars in his shell companies. And he has siphoned this money from the e-Citizen and health insurance and the housing levy and different power deals. Ladies and gentlemen, this is treasonous, to say the least. I don't know how you feel about this, but it makes me want to start mandamanaring. If that's true, I can't confirm. I don't know for real, but we'll wait for Ruto to recant what these guys have actually alleged or said, because this is serious. $500 billion. This is trillion in Kenyan shillings. I mean, there's another video coming up. People are already in the streets right now. Ladies and gentlemen, subscribe to the channel. Subscribe to the channel right now. Subscribe. I see 35 people watching right now. Please, I want each and every one of you to go ahead and subscribe if you haven't subscribed. Like the video. The Mandamano is catching up. It's already on right now. It's evening. Hatujafika kesho, but it's already happening. People are on the street, I guess. Here it is. I'll show you. Nafikiri ni mchezo. This is it. From Miguna's page, he has just posted 4 minutes ago. He's You know what I'm thinking? Could it be that 497,480,000 US dollars that has been siphoned from e-citizens and healthcare and housing levy that Ruto has just siphoned through his shell companies? You know what I'm thinking? Maybe he's stealing that money because he knows he's going to be removed. Could it be? No, hear me out. Could it be that ameiba hii pesa kwa sababu amejua anaenda kufukuzwa Kenya? He's going to fall. So you ndo anaenda ku live on once he has disappeared. Akishaangushwa, akishatolewa kwa serikali. No. Think about it. Think about it, ladies and gentlemen, brothers and sisters, friends and comrades. That's your intelligence organization that just told us that Ruto has stolen $497,480,000, which is $500 million in estimation. Could it be, and he has siphoned it through his shell companies, Ambame is siphoned from the e-citizen and housing levy and so forth. Could it be that he did that knowing that his government is about to fall and that is the money that he's going to live on once he has been kicked out from the presidency in Kenya? Could it be? It just hit me. It just hit me right now. Could it be that's the plan? Amejua naishia, so amesema wacha niibe kwa sababu amejua anaenda kutolewa. So hiyo ndio pesa anaenda kupenya nayo. Could it be? Could it be? Somebody tell me. Somebody help me on the chat. Could it be? Ruto ameiba kwa sababu amejua anaishia. Could it be? Mambo bad. Haya, watu wameanza kumaandamano. You saw that? Watu wameanza kumaandamano. Maandamano have started. I'm telling you, they are not waiting till sijui what. They have started. Here is another. Let me see. Macy is saying, how can one individual accumulate such a lump sum of money in a very short period? Yes, well, actually, he has probably done it. He has been siphoning this money gradually with time. It's not just, he didn't do it in one day. But it's possible. I mean, you saw the last days of Uhuru Kenyatta where they just withdrew, I don't know how many billions in what, 24/7? Within 24 hours. So this is not something that hasn't been done yet. But with Ruto, I think he has been doing this gradually since that housing levy stuff started. this was a scheme. So this guy probably knows maybe anaenda kukua kicked off. Now, that money is what he's going to spend as his retirement package once he's gone. That's the only way I can think about it. Well, that's a possibility. Yes, it's a possibility. Absolutely. Yeah, this guy is, maybe he knows he's going. Anajua anatolewa. Yeah? Tuesday ndio yeye hajafika, lakini watu wameshajitoa. Washajitolea sasa, wamesema huyu jamaa ishie. You know? All right. Here's another one. Miguna, what is he saying? Did Zakaria William Ruto steal and stash in offshore accounts that the same amount I was talking about? 497,480,000 from eCitizen alone in less than 2 years. See that? Remove William Ruto from power immediately, or Kenyans will be worse than Somali, Sudan, and DRC. Daily protests until Ruto falls. Okay? Then again, he said, Zakaria William Ruto is the only illegitimate president in the history of the world with 300 advisors earning 1 billion shillings each per year. 51 principal secretaries, each stealing 2 billion per year. Corrupt cabinet secretary and 500 CEO state corporations from his trillions of shillings per year. Okay? This guy has been stealing left, right, and center. The focus of the protest is William Ruto plus KK regime plus collaborators. Don't waste time on his rotten and inept CSS, PSS, and heads of state corporations and plus independent constitutional bodies. They will all go after Ruto and his regime falls. Let's protest daily from Tuesday. From Tuesday onwards. Kenyans will not renew their citizenship cards. No one does that anywhere else in the world. The revolution is leaderless, partyless, tribeless, and formless. Viva! Hashtag ban Ruto portraits. Hashtag Ruto must go. Hashtag Ruto must go now. Hashtag Ruto must resign now. Hashtag Occupy Airport. Hashtag Occupy JKIA. Hashtag Occupy CBD. Occupy Parliament Square. Hashtag Occupy everywhere. That is by Miguna. Ladies and gentlemen, brothers and sisters. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, let me see. Here's an idiom. There should be a new law stating confiscation of money and property known to have been stolen from the National Treasury. Yes, I think that is possible. I think there's a law in there somewhere. Actually, there's a law, Macy, Article 226(5). It states that any current or previous government official who misappropriated funds is liable to pay off that money, whether it was somebody from Jomo Kenyatta's regime or in William Ruto's regime. If there was money lost in their office where they were they are liable to pay it off, not the Kenyan people. There's a law on that. It's in the Constitution, Article 226(5). Yes, it is. So yes. So even if Ruto akiibai pesa, let's say akihepa, akitolewa this week and it runs, the incoming government after him should open the books and go after him. Okay? And they can do that. The Angola did it when the new president came in. They froze the assets of the previous president who had bought apartment complex in London and everywhere else, in Washington. And yeah, they went after that. They froze it, and they brought back the money. Okay, so it can be done, yes, and it will be done. Okay, so yes, Miss Masmach is saying this is nothing new. He has been stealing since he was the Minister of Agriculture. I won't be surprised. Absolutely, yeah. He has had graph issues even before that. Yeah. Bobby Caesar, hey Kenya Rebel. Yes, hi Bobby Caesar. You're bit late. They hide in offshore islands. Yes. I mean, even the Ruto folks today, since that news came out about this $497 million that Ruto has stolen, now the Ruto fan page is posting about the Pandora Papers, about, the Kenyatta family stashing money somewhere else. So they're kind of trying to distract or say, oh, you guys stole too, so what? I mean, it's a mess. But yeah, Yes. Bobby Caesar is saying, hi everyone, tuko formless. Absolutely. Mandamano meanza. Mandamano is officially on, ladies and gentlemen. Mandamano is officially on. It's on and pop in. Pop ends. Pop in. Okay? Watu wameanza. Ruto anaondolewa. Hakuna no if buts about it. Ruto must go. Hiyo mambo ya CS, sijui nini. We don't want to hear it. Get the heck out of the office, Ruto. It has been so decided by the sovereign people of Kenya. And they're using the constitution to remove you. Okay? Because they have the sovereign authority to do so. So for any politicians that's going to be aligned with Ruto, like the Esther Passaris of this world, woe unto you. Ladies and gentlemen, brothers and sisters, friends, enemies, and comrades, I will stop here, but I will be back tonight for another session where I shall invite people to the studio and give me their views on what's going to happen tomorrow. Lavina Kinyi says this is Ruto de Orezo. Okay. Bobby Caesar anakuambia co-pilots ni wengi kesho to removed the regime backlog. Okay, sawa. So guys, please do me this favor. Subscribe immediately. Please do not leave here watching this video without subscribing. I will be so upset. Yes, I'll be so surprised. Subscribe, like the video. I will be back again in, what time is it right now? 1:30. In 4 hours. I'll be back in 4 hours, ladies and gentlemen. Do the calculation wherever you are, because I know some of you are in London, some of you are in Kenya, some of you are in US, some of you are in Australia. If you're going to be available 4 hours from now, I will be back then, and I will have a live session, and I will invite people to the studio to voice their opinion on what's possibly going to happen tomorrow. And what do you think about this $497 million that Ruto have siphoned from e-citizen, housing levy, and so forth, right? All right. Thank you so much, guys. I want to shout out the people in the comment section. Kinzel, Bobby Caesar, I know you came in late, but no problem. I'll be back in 4 hours. Must watch, Messi M, Kevin Olela, Solomon Utwiri, Joseph Gashu, Dolphin Masaba, Mary Gatinda, Maingi Kamunya, sorry. Ingrid, as usual. Nice seeing you again. Justice Mutembei, Eric Omondi, Lawrence Achami, who else? Renee Black, kama kawaida. Damaris Jack, who else? Petronila Mnafula, Benjamin Okile, sorry. Bernard Koroi, Lydia Captain, nice seeing you. Magero Oscar, Samuel Mutitu, all of you guys, I love you to death. Like, subscribe. I'll be back in 4 hours, and even it might be earlier than that, before even 4 hours, but I'll be back, and I'm going to open up the studios. So if you guys want to come in and speak your piece, tell us what you think is going to happen. It's already started. The Mandamano is on already. They are marching towards JKIA. Ruto must go. Atuna pre-show. Okay. I concur with that. So I'll see you guys in 4 hours. Thank you so much. Subscribe, like, share, comment, and I'll see you then. Thank you so much. Peace and blessing, and stay safe out there. Peace.